Let's first start off talking about my favorite game, I would say, of the night yesterday was between the Washington Mystics and the Atlanta Dream. As I said earlier, the Atlanta Dream had control of this game and then just kind of let it slip. And then in came the Washington Mystics with their young players and ultimately was able to get the dub. Let's talk through this game though, because as I was watching, I was thinking like, oh, okay, this is actually kind of fun. This is actually kind of fun because this Washington Mystics team was a team I was just like, I don't know what to expect. I don't know. Because now that the WNBA season is officially underway, I'm just saying, hey, Washington is here to absolutely play. The Washington Mystics had a back and forth game yesterday against the Atlanta Dream. Ultimately, it was a shootout that came down to the last couple of seconds, and it came down to free throws because free throws are free. You need to make your free throws, and ultimately, the free throw situation was what ultimately got this Washington Mystics team the dub. This was a game that was full of rookie moments, a couple of comebacks, and a big-time performance by the veteran Brittney Sykes when it mattered the most. So let's kind of talk through this game. Here's the thing: both teams threw their rookies into the fire. Right? They threw them in. They were like, "Hey, rookies! Hey, I think you're ready for this moment. Let's go." For the Washington Mystics, it was all about Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen. Both of those players ended up getting the starting nod in this game, which is huge to have two rookies in your starting lineup in your first game. It was awesome to see, and I'm gonna talk about both of them, but I thought both of them played very, very well. Also, we saw a rookie in the starting lineup for the Atlanta Dream, as well as Tahina Paopao got the starting nod for her squad as well. I thought she played well also. Anyway, the rookies were doing a thing yesterday. Kiki Iriafen, the thing I love about her is there was a little bit of apprehension about like how Kiki Iriafen will play in the WNBA because we all knew what she was capable of doing as a post player, but it was a question mark of, okay, well, how in the world does that work? How does this work? Is she going to be afraid to play against some of the bigger players? Like, what's going to happen? She came out the gate with back-to-back buckets in that first quarter, I believe. Whether it was Brionna Jones defending against Kiki Iriafen or Brittney Griner, Kiki Iriafen had no fear in that game, and I absolutely loved it. Yes, Kiki Iriafen ends up going 4 for 10 from the field. Not the greatest. However, she continued to show aggression, and I love to see it, okay? 4 for 10 from the field. She ended up getting to the free throw line quite a bit. She was 6 of 10 from the free throw line. She finished with 14 points. 4 rebounds, 2 assists. And she ended up getting fouled out, which is actually kind of great. Like, I'm just saying, like, how about taking your full rookie first game experience, in, right? You're playing against the biggest player in the league, basically, in Brittney Griner. You are also having to play against Brionna Jones as well, a really good post player in the WNBA. This is your first game, and you're starting. You're like, you know what? Yeah, I missed the shot. I'm taking it right back up. I'm gonna use my body, get into Brittney Griner, and then attempt my shot. I was like, smart. That's what you do. Because if you're going against a defender that's taller than you, you just don't shoot it up there. You try to get in their body, so that way you can try to draw the foul, or you can get a little bit of leverage and then try to make the shot. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And the way that Kiki Iriafen was moving on the court, it looked like she was super, super comfortable. And I was just like, go on, girl, go on. I ended up posting a video yesterday of a fast break play for the Washington Mystics where Emily Ensler had the rebound. She passed it up. She got the ball back. She was sort of towards the corner, and Kiki Iriafen notices a mismatch. She darts, does a beeline straight to the basket. She gets the ball. Yes, she misses the shot. She gets her own rebound. She misses again, but Emily Ensler gets the rebound. She passes out to Sonia Citron, I believe, and then ball goes back to Emily Ensler. Emily Ensler, 3-point shot, made it. Here's the deal. We will see situations where Kiki Iriafen maybe misses a shot. To me, I thought this was a great sequence for Kiki Iriafen, even though she missed the shot, because she recognized what was there. She recognized the situation and was like, "Ooh, I got someone who I think I can take. Let me cut to the basket. Let me try to get the basketball." And she got it. She did miss the shot. She did get her own rebound. She missed that as well. But the aggression, the basketball IQ is like there for Kiki Iriafen. And yes, she's gonna miss some shots and whatnot. But I'm seeing something in Kiki Iriafen's game, and I was very happy to see it. I really was. And so yeah, that was a whole long spiel on Kiki Iriafen. Just know this: yes, her field goal percentage was not great. However, she played fantastic. I thought she played better than I thought she was going to play. I thought she was more aggressive than I thought she was going to be. And ultimately, guys, she's confident. And I just can't wait to see this season continue because, yeah, she's looking pretty good. I'm just saying, she's looking pretty good. So yes, the story of the game is Brittney Sykes. The story of the game is Sonia Citron. But I had to give some love to Kiki Iriafen because I thought she played great. Because again, it's not all about the box score. It's about just like looking at the way the way that the game was flowing and seeing like possibilities in the future. And like towards the end of the season, I think Kiki Iriafen is going to be really good. Okay, anyway, enough of her. Let's talk about the player of the game, which was Brittney Sykes. Brittney Sykes, here's the deal. Brittney Sykes is a straight up hooper, right? She was known, I would say, largely as a defensive player, but ever since going to the Washington Mystics, she's been seen as way more of an offensive player, not just a defensive player, offensive player as well. And this is a team that is a young team, right? You have a lot of young players. You have, not only did you have two rookies in the starting lineup, you also had Lucy Olsen, another rookie who came off the bench. Like you got some young players. So what do? Well, you have a player like a Brittney Sykes lead the squad. And when this team needs some buckets, who do they call? They call Brittney Sykes. Yes, Brittney Sykes, in terms of her overall field goal percentage, was terrible, right? She was 6 of 20, right? I get it, right? But when it came down the wire, when the game was slowing down towards the end of the game, who do you call? You call Brittney Sykes. She was someone who was able to get to the foul line, make her shots, 9 of 12 from the free throw line. Ultimately, she scored 22 points in this game. I thought she was just impactful. She was just pick something for Brittney Sykes, and it was like, hey, get her the ball in the third quarter. You want her to, Brittney? We need you to knock down a 3 for us. Boom, knocks down a 3. Brittney, we need you to get to the bucket. Easy, Here's the deal. This is a team that, yes, in my opinion, the brightest futures for this team is the rookies. However, the players who will help to take them there is Brittney Sykes and Stephanie Dolson, because those two players have been there, done that. Brittney Sykes, huge top-notch player yesterday to ultimately help this team get the dub. Okay, so I talked about Kiki Iriafen. I talked about Brittney Sykes. Steph Dolson knocked down 2 threes of her own. Ultimately, she ended up with 6 points. But the player that I really want to talk about is actually Sonia Citron. Because Sonia Citron came into this game and was like, let me straighten my shoulders. And in this second half, let me get to work. And it was very fun to see. Here's the deal. In the first half, Sonia didn't do much of anything. I think she make like 1 basket in the first half or something like that. Like, didn't really do much of anything. The second half comes and Sonia Citron was like, yo, I got this. Sonia Citron and her ability to knock down the 3-point shot, bang, bang, bang. It was good to see. Was that in the third quarter? Like the spark for the Washington Mystics, and especially in that second half in a lot of ways, was because of Sonia Citron. She looked confident. She looked ready. She didn't look frazzled. Not really. And in that second half, I was like, ooh, girl, you better do your thing. You better do your thing, girl. Because ultimately, Sonia Citron finished his game 6 of 7 from the field, guys. 6 of 7. Like that. It's really, really, really good. Finished the game with 19 points. Like, very, very high. 19 points in this one. Was 5 of 6 from the free throw line. She was huge in this game. And here's the deal. This is only the start. Now, I do want to put this in perspective, right? I do want to put this in perspective because I think part of the great game that Sonia Citron had, part of the great game that Kiki Iriafen had, and Brittney Sykes and go down the line, Steph Dolson and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Part of that, yes, is the individual, a huge part of that is the individual skills of these players themselves. But I have to give a huge shout out to Coach Sydney Johnson. Because, guys, Sydney Johnson put out a masterful game plan that his players executed flawlessly. In this game, the reason why Sonia Citron scored 19 points, the reason why she was very, very dominant is the way that the Washington Mystics moved the basketball. It was the little hustle things they did on defense that allowed easier chances on the offensive end, right? It's the spacing that they had on the floor that allowed Sonia Citron to get those 2 threes in the third quarter, right? There were certain things in this game that I was like, yes, excellent job on the individual player. And yes, this is not me trying to downgrade what these individual players have done, because they were great as individual players. However, this team is very well coached. Sydney Johnson was on the bench, the Sky bench for last year, right? He was an assistant coach for the Sky last year, and I didn't know much about him. And so when he got hired for the Mystics, I was just kind of like, okay, we'll see what he could do. We saw what he could do yesterday, and I'm like, ooh-wee, wow. This team is one of the most unselfish, connected teams already. And it's the first game. This is the first game, guys. There were so many plays where it was like pass, move. Like this was not a team that was just standing there. Like at times they were standing there, but for the most part, their offense was very flowy, was very connected, was very just together. Like it felt like it was like one band, one sound. Well, I can't remember the movie. It was a movie that was talking about. It was a movie about. It was a band movie. I forgot the movie name. But anyway, they talked about one band, one sound. Like we all. When people are listening to this band, they all need to the same. Everybody needs to work and together to make this thing sound really good. And watching the Washington Mystics, guys, I was like, man, I wish I was in Washington. Because I would love to go to all the games. I would love to go to all of their games. It was Drumline. There we go. Thank you. I could remember. Because this unit, right? Kiki Iriafen, Steph Dolson, Brittney Sykes, Suge Sutton, Sonia Citron, Emily Ensler, Sika Kone, Jade Melbourne, and Lucy Olsen, all of them played great. And they all played their specific role, and they did it to the best of their ability. And I'm just saying, if y'all are a Washington Mystics fan, y'all better be excited for this team, okay? Yes, this team does not have the big names. However, they seem to have a very, very smart coach who knows how to operate, and knows how to space the floor and knows how to run an offense with constant movement, and a defense that shows up and makes some stuff happen. Okay, so that's the Washington Mystics. I've talked a lot about the Washington Mystics and whatnot. They're looking good. Okay. And again, this is just day one, and they played against the Atlanta Dream, who I'm about to get into. The Atlanta Dream was pretty sorry, in my opinion. Anyway, yeah, this game was against the Atlanta Dream, and Atlanta played bad. So put that in perspective. I'm not saying that this Washington Mystics team is about to take the league by storm. What I am saying is they have a really good coach. It seems they have a great offensive philosophy, and defensively, this team is not going to give up. So they're going to be fun. Is what I'm trying to say. They are going to be very, very fun this year. Okay, so if you're looking for a team, hey, maybe you want to rock with the Washington Mystics, because Sonia Citron, looking really good. Looking like definitely a top contender so far. I mean, again, we're only 3 games in. She looks like a really, really good top contender for that Rookie of the Year competition. So again, she's not a 1 option, but she is like a 2 or 3 option, more of a 3 option. If she can kind of like stay in that role of like being like a 3 option for this team, I think that could be really fun. Of course, your number 1 option is probably, for the time being, it's Brittney Sykes. When Aaliyah Edwards comes back, it's going to be Aaliyah Edwards as like the 2, and then maybe it's Sonia Citron as a 3. Like, anyway, the question is, how does this team function once Aaliyah Edwards and Shakira Austin come back? I think that's a huge question. How will they operate? That's a huge question. But right now, they're looking pretty good. They are looking pretty good. Okay, so that's that. I don't have a graphic for Atlanta, so I'm just gonna bring this back again. Okay, so let's talk about Atlanta. Okay, when watching this game, I was like, man, this Atlanta team, y'all gotta get it together. Okay. So here's the thing. So this game was a coaching matchup, right? This was 2 rookie coaches, 2 rookie WNBA head coaches going against each other, with one team that is very, very older and seasoned, and another team that is like pretty young, right? And the young team won out because the Atlanta Dream played some stagnant basketball. They played some they played some basketball where, yes, they were passing the ball around and whatnot. However, they just don't look like they are going to be a good fit together this year. Because here's the deal. This is a team that has some top-notch players, right? You have a Ryan Howard that's back for another year. And Ryan Howard, we all know how great of a player Ryan Howard is. Ryan Howard is someone who can get to the basket at will in years past. She can get to the basket at will. She is someone who can get you around 17 to 18 points a night. She's great. Absolutely great. And then we head into the preseason of this year. And I'm seeing a Ryan Howard that's like not really taking it to the basket. And Ryan Howard is just shooting 3 after 3 after 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. And yes, she makes some sometimes. But the overall strategy, I'm just like, what the heck are y'all doing? And yeah, let's talk through it. Okay, so in this first half, like Allisha Gray basically carried this team in the first half. This Atlanta Dream team, she kind of carried them in that first half. She was doing a little bit of everything, knocking down 3. She was 6 of 10 from the 3-point line. Ultimately, Allisha Gray finished the game with 25 points. So she was good, really good. She was someone who was making some stuff happen. Okay. And then you look at everybody else. Brittney Griner actually had a pretty good game. I thought she did well in this one, right? I thought she did really, really well. 18 points in this one. Brionna Jones played pretty well as well. Double, 16 points, 10 rebounds. And also I gotta give a huge shout out to Tahina Paopao. Tahina Paopao, I thought she played well. I thought she was aggressive. I thought she was looking to make some stuff happen. And when you look at Tahina Paopao's scoring, she made 3 baskets and 2 of them were in the paint. So at least she was trying to get in the paint. I find it kind of crazy actually. In this entire game, Ryan Howard or Tahina Paopao got to the bucket more than Ryan Howard did in this game. And I was just like, come on, girl. Like you can score. And you allowing the rookie to score more paint points than you, you know. Anyway, this was a Atlanta Dream team that the most players did fine, you know. Again, 16 from Brionna Jones, 18 from Brittney Griner. These are really good numbers. Allisha Gray played out of her mind. She had a great game, you know, 25 points, especially in that first half. And then we get to everybody else. And it was just like, what in the world are y'all doing? Molly, I don't think Ryan Howard's overrated. I think what she is, the change in her game, in the types of shots that she takes, in the rhythm that she takes it in. I don't know if this is a Carl Semesco thing. Well, one, I actually do think that his offense is not great. It's like very 3-point heavy and like, anyway. So I do have issues with the offense that this Atlanta Dream team is running. But to me, I've said it in preseason. I'm gonna say it again. This whole 3-point primary shooting Ryan Howard is, in my opinion, a terrible version of Ryan Howard. She jacks up shots. Like, what are you doing? 12 3-point shots in this game. 12 3-point shots. 12. She was 3 of 12 for the 3, 4 of 14 from the field. So that means she only attempted 2 other shots that were not 3-pointers. She attempted 2 non-threes in yesterday's game. Finished with 11 points. Yeah, she was passing the basketball around and whatnot. She's getting her teammates involved, but that is terrible. You're not going to win games like that. Like, what are you doing? Get to the bucket. We all know you can score. We all know what you can do. And I'm just like, I don't know if it's Carl Semesco's offensive game plan as a whole or like what, because this is not working, in my opinion. This is not working. And so, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. This team will go as far as Ryan Howard takes them. And as of right now, she's not going to take them very, very hard. Just saying. Anyway, again, another heavily three-point shooting game, right? They ended up attempting 36 three-pointers for the Atlanta Dream. 12 of 36. The Washington Mystics shoot better from the three-point line than that. They only attempted 18 threes and made 9 of them, so 50% for them. Overall, the Atlanta Dream, look, when I was watching the Atlanta Dream, I was thinking stagnant Hail Mary, which was a 3. And then when I was looking at the Washington Mystics, I was thinking connected and unafraid. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of what I was thinking when I was watching these teams play.